Are you ready or not? Are you ready or not? It's about to go off. Turning up on the spot. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. Are you ready or not?
Warrior Rick here in the place to be, Devonbosch for the second Warrior of the Year. It's the 11th season, exciting, it's blustery, it's windy, but it's a Warrior.
Absolutely, that's what it's all about. Welcome everybody to this incredible venue that is Devonbosch One Estate. It is the Virgin Active Warrior SA Champs for 2024, and it's this big guy's birthday. Happy birthday, Warrior Rick.
Thank you very much. It's great to be celebrating my birthday with Warriors, and let's have fun.
Let's go everybody. Good luck out there today. Be brave.
It's the first ever official South African Championships for OCR. So very exciting day, awesome to be here in the Cape, in the Winelands. So now I'm looking forward to it from personal note. We'll see how it goes. You never know how this racing goes, but as a national championships it does add a little bit of extra pressure, but very exciting.
I'm expecting something quite challenging, a little bit different to what we had last time.
It is windy, it's going to be a bit of a chilly race, but I'm excited.
Blow them all away.
Well, we are down here in Cape Town, obviously, for what is considered Obstacle Racing SA Championships for 2024. And backstory, too short, I can't race today. Been sick, but you know, there's always bigger purpose. So I have an athlete here, Daniel Cork, that trains with me in Pretoria, and he's taking on Commando Elite. He's been competitive for multiple years now and getting to what is the sharp end of the race. So been guiding him as much as I can, just being here to support him and kind of, you know, grow up the second generation of what is our obstacle racing athlete scene.
The coffee lover, elite obstacle course racer, first timer, regular and even the spectator were out to enjoy the second leg of the Virgin Active Warrior, hosted at a new venue in the Western Cape, Devonbosch in Stellenbosch. The first batch of the day was the Black Ops Elite. These men were racing for more than just bragging rights. They were racing for the first official South African long course OCR championship title. Kgelani Radebe was the most agile at the leopard crawl. Kgelani knows what obstacle racing is all about. He's been taking part in warrior events for many years and is in contention for the South African long course OCR championship title.
Challenger Life Academy athletes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Claude Exie, the birthday boy, in 8.
At rope climb obstacle, the top 5 elites have caught up to each other. From the Adventure Obstacle Training Club in Belito, Claude Exie also competing for the SA Long Course OCR Champs title. The spider web can be tricky until you find your footing. Steel pipe shimmy is a notorious Virgin Active Warrior obstacle on the toughest course category. Claude Exie leading the way towards Grip Ripper, followed by Ayanda Ngobo and Bongani Hlwane. Watch out, Justin Landsberg. Too much momentum might see you taking a detour in the vineyard. As if carrying 25 kilogram sandbags wasn't challenging enough, the wind was howling and adding to the degree of difficulty that comes with the sandbag challenge. Virgin Active Warrior is part of Obstacle Sports Federation South Africa, the leading authority for obstacle sports and related disciplines in South Africa. As the sole national governing body, OSFSA is dedicated to the growth, promotion and development of obstacle sports at all levels, from grassroots to elite.
Yeah, I think it was just logical to sort of piggyback of Warrior. It's the leading OCR event in Africa on the continent, so it just makes sense to sort of work with them. They've helped us a heck of a lot, which is amazing. So to have our first national championships together with Warrior is, I think it's fitting. You know, they've been around a very, very long time, and we're very new, so I think it works well.
Virgin Active SA Champs obstacle racing. This is so big for a lot of the athletes, especially the sharp end, the elite side of the race. So, you know, a lot of people would have put a lot of work into this. You know, you're really going to be challenged in different ways today because of it being the SA Champs course. You know, there's always a bit of a different factor on it, knowing that this is what's going to qualify you for a world stage later. And massive shout out to everybody competing. I hope they have the most incredible race they can have.
Thomas has competed with these elites and knows just how competitive this field is as they arrive at Concrete Carry. Warriors need to carry 2 cement bricks in a loop and following the directional signage in an anti-clockwise direction. How you carry concrete bricks is completely up to you, as long as you deliver both at the drop-off point. There's no getting off lightly for the Black Ops elites. Another heavy obstacle challenge awaits. Canister carry is more constrictive as warriors may only use the handle part of the canister. More weightlifting at heavy hoist. Those tired arms must stay controlled until lowered back on the ground. Power rings offer some relief and brief time of rest, but not for too long as there's a national long course OCR championship title to win. Participants must use the harness to pull the truck tire around the loop of bunting tape. Don't be fooled by truck and trailer. These warriors' quads, calves, glutes, hamstrings, hip flexors and outer thighs are aching. A less familiar to the Virgin Active Warrior course is pegged. Precision pays off here and new leaders can leapfrog past current leaders. Justin moves into second place and Conrad Herbst and Tom Liebenberg also gain valuable positions. Bongani and Ayanda not far off and stay in contention to win Virgin Active Warrior. Traditionally, breaking point is the obstacle warriors spend the most time completing. Because it has a number of different obstacles combined into one, you need to make sure your foot does not touch the ground until you've completed the entire obstacle. It's physically demanding and mentally taxing. One mistake and it could cost you valuable time. Ask Claude, as he had one armband removed and was forced to do a dreaded penalty loop because he missed an obstacle. One slip of the hand and it put Justin out of contention for the South African Long Course OCR Championship title. Too much time wasted and another Black Ops elite opts for the penalty loop. But not Tom Liebenberg. He carefully calculates and clings onto every handle until he reaches the bell. Stellar effort, Tom. From earth, clay and stone comes a new vision. Devonbosch in Stellenbosch offers a life that is limitless and adventure that beckons. A well-suited venue for the second leg of Virgin Active Warrior and the 2024 South African Long Course OCR Championship, and ideal course layouts for Liebenberg, who finds himself racing on his own as he looks behind him to see if another warrior is nearby. Adrenaline and emotion as Tom Liebenberg comes to grips that he is the new South African Long Course OCR Championship title holder.
Yeah, it's a home ground advantage maybe, but I don't have any words. I'm just so grateful, happy, well done to Warrior. What an awesome race.
Yeah, look, I can't believe it. I told everybody who asked me how the day was going to go, I said it's either going to go horrible or it's going to be amazing, because my training has not been what it should be. Just with injuries bothering me, work, coaching, I've had such a full schedule, so I just decided to pull it back a bit, see what happens on the day. I held back a bit on the running and it definitely saved me towards the end. Yeah, I just had a bit more gas, a bit more confidence. And at breaking point, I asked how many guys have gone through. They said 1. I couldn't believe it. And it just gave me that adrenaline shot. And I went from 10th to 2nd. Best result ever in my hometown, in my place. It feels amazing.
100%, it was a monster penalty. I think it took probably like 5 minutes or so. But that's what it's about. It needs to be a proper penalty. Just didn't have it on breaking points. And yeah, congrats to Tom, it's amazing. So South African champion and Jan, 2 local boys taking 1st and 2nd.
Tom Liebenberg, Jan de Beer and Claude Extien finish in the 1st, 2nd and 3rd place respectively. They are seasoned OCR athletes who faced 30 strenuous obstacles over 15 kilometers at Virgin Active Warrior Devonbosch. Virgin Active Warrior has 3 race categories: Rookie, Commando, and Black Ops. Men and women can take part individually or in a team. For Trish Extien and Sabrina Dalio, they're competing individually in the Black Ops Elite category, also with setting their sights on the South African Long Course OCR Championship title. The women compete on the same course as the men. Perhaps the thought of completing 30 obstacles in the Black Ops is too daunting for most women, and why the elite women's field is smaller than the elite men's field.
You know, 9 years, actually I started with Sabrina. My first race was with Sabrina, quite funny enough. So yeah, we started together at an Impy race and 9 years ago. And yeah, it's been going, I mean, I've raced the greats in OCR, I think. I've had a pretty awesome time with OCR, and but I think landing it is basically just coming back as a normal human being and just having fun, you know, and and trying to encourage people in the racing, girls that I want to like try and push to get to the front of the start line, you know.
Trish and Sabrina are not strangers on the OCR circuit.
Damn it. That's it. I think the men it's blossoming in the men's side. The men's field is so strong. If you can tell anybody you top 20 in the elite men, you're considered a very highly profiled athlete. And the women, unfortunately, we are battling. We are battling for young ladies to come up and take over this, you know, take the baton from us, oldies. My team is all 40 plus. We've been doing this for a while, but I am concerned, so I definitely want to make a difference in that area, trying to encourage, because the doors are wide open there. So we're hoping that we can do it and make a difference and get the girls here.
Also making a difference is Thomas van Tonder, the first 100-meter OCR world champion. He is a well-rounded OCR athlete in the most competitive of the elite obstacle course racing fields. This year, he competed in the Commando Elite race and has been coaching up-and-coming OCR athlete Daniel Cork. Throughout the race, Trish and Sabrina were keeping up to each other. But true to its name, breaking point separated the 2 Black Ops elite women. Trish, like her husband Claude, decided the penalty loop was the only way to advance. However, Sabrina, as exhausted as she was, completed the toughest obstacle on the course.
To be honest, I can't believe it. after 7Ks, like Trish overtook me. We were running together around 6Ks, and I just didn't feel it today. I was absolutely shattered. And I just, you know, in obstacle racing, it's never over till it's over. And I just said, keep going, be strong. And I started to close the gap, and I saw her when I was on the tires. She was on the pegboard, and I managed to get through the pegboard, and she was already on the resting point, on braking point. Fell off braking point before the halfway mark, so completely lost confidence in my grip. But yeah, everyone there, the camaraderie of the sport's amazing. Everyone cheering you on. I managed to get through breaking point. We're on iron rig together, Commander Killer, and yeah, I got through that too. And then the rest is history, you know.
Welcome to Cape Town. Yeah, no, the wind was something. I mean, I think I had one of the better races this season so far. I was really happy with my performance. I messed it up at breaking point, and of course the penalty was ruthless. So yeah, I'm happy with today. I think, yeah, I would have loved to like stay up front, but not today.
Yeah, the competitors between the women is always like great. So I wish there were more, but today, even the few ladies that were here, I just look up to each one of them, and it's nice to compete against all of them. So.
Angie Conaway completed the Black Ops Women's Field, while Caleb Moyes wins the Commando Elite category. Thomas van Tonder's protege Daniel Cork finishes in second place. With 2 Virgin Active Warrior events completed, Claude Eckstein is in first place on the men's series leaderboard. Meanwhile, Sabrina Dalio's closest contender on the women's series leaderboard is Trish Eckstein, with 2 more events in the series to contend for the 2024 Virgin Active Warrior title.
So when you stand in that moment, the feeling you glow from, the high you go strive for, arrive and show some, you only gon' want more, nothing can stop that, the path that you walk on, the roses are not bad, it's legacy feel, I can hold it in my hand cause it's real, if you love me then you better be near, we waited long enough to let smoke clear, now I know nothing to fear, see it's what we rise from, to show us what life is, the goal is my have now, so not what I might get, it's easy to break down the pieces I like to give back, I'm just happy I can be like that, so how your legacy feel?
Man, I was still driving in the road, coming in here. You heard the music, see the course, felt excited. So, yes, I'm ready for this.
No, it's fantastic. I just love it. It's all the team spirit. It's everyone's your friend. Everyone's having a lekker time and that, and we're all the same once we get out on the course there. So
we all love sport and a bit of obstacles. It's a bit more interesting than just doing a run race. We want to do something a bit more interesting, so we decided to do the warrior race.
It's a perfect event, you know. Virgin Active is a well-known wellness brand, and I think it's quite important for us to be able to bring that out to the public in order for them to realize that a healthy lifestyle is very, very important. I think in our life, we also need to understand how to balance things, how to reduce stress, how to move better, and also because it's a lifestyle, we're bringing the young and old together under one hub, and it's kind of like the place to be. You know, nowadays Virgin Active has got working space. People are now more based out of a Virgin Active versus other co-working spaces. But an event like this is actually great because other brands seeing us as a wellness partner, it makes it easier for them to be able to almost feel like they're part of the movement, part of the tribe, and making sure that, you know, we're moving and staying healthy in all the things that we do in an active lifestyle.
Wise, adventurous, resolute riser, indomitable, overcomer, resilient are the attributes which make up a warrior. What's your definition to be a warrior?
To be a real warrior is to be persistent.
Lots of determination. And always, what I always say in life and what works here is keep your eye on the prize.
It's all about overcoming your fears in yourself.
And pushing yourself out of your comfort zone.
Just keeping on pushing, really. Even when your body is screaming at you to stop, you just got to keep going.
Anytime you feel like stopping, you just don't.
You want to be able to finish the race. So just keep your mind on it. Focus on
finishing the race, taking one step after the other. That's the way to go. Yeah, forget about the pain. It's always going to be painful, but keep on going.
Whether you're entering on your own for a cause you believe in, or with your colleagues or family and friends, Virgin Active Warrior brings people together. Some start as strangers, but everyone finishes as friends.
Yeah, really cool. I think it's like I was going to compete alone and then I joined them and I'm really glad I did because yeah, it's just a lot more fun doing it with friends and people that you know and helping each other along the way. I think it's, you know, we all have our strengths in certain areas and yeah, everyone helps each other, so it's been really cool.
If you have the will, you have the way. As simple as that. We're not trained, we're just newbies, but we're doing it. Look at them, they're dying, but we're doing it.
It's different, that's what I like. It's not a normal 10K that you run and you try to motivate yourself to finish. It's something different, yeah, and you challenge yourself, so yeah.
It's been amazing. It's been relatively new to it. It's the first time I'm doing it and it's been a nice challenge. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, good, like a well-balanced course with a lot of like different challenges, so it's been a amazing fun, yeah.
Why are you not here? What's wrong with you? It's amazing.
An event that takes weeks to construct and hours to culminate. Virgin Active Warrior organisers are committed to bringing fun into obstacle course racing.
Yeah, last night I was sitting in a restaurant and reflecting about last year, how it rained and how the construction team struggled to build the obstacles in the rain and flooding all around. And now all of a sudden there's a beautiful clear skies. Devonbosch, incredible vibe today. Yes, we've got some wind, but that's what obstacles are about. We overcome obstacles and we need to celebrate the small victories, and these are such small victories that we need to overcome, and it's a great journey that we are following.
Come over here, young lady. Don't you get too far. Don't get too far. How was your race today?
Really good, thank you.
What is your name?
Lauren.
And Lauren, where are you from?
Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah.
Virgin Active Scotland is in the building, guys. Would you recommend this race to anyone?
Yes.
Who especially? Anybody out there you would say, you know what? You need to get fit, get out there and do a Virgin Active Warrior. Anybody come to mind?
Kayla.
Kayla?
Yeah.
Kayla, where are you, Kayla? Where are my soldiers at, Kayla?
I'm from Devonville.
From Durbanville. So you're close to home, but you don't normally do this type of thing. What made you do a Virgin Active Warrior?
I'm going to give a shout out to my trainer. I started training with Dominique D'Oliveira and she got me into it. So
awesome lady.
Excited about that.
That's congrats and well done. Are you happy with your time?
Oh, yeah.
Did you have a good time?
I had a good time. It was amazing.
Would you do it again?
Definitely.
Yeah, it was a tremendous fun. We really enjoyed it. Yeah, the mountains are there. This is a bit different, but it was great fun. Yeah.
Would you do it again?
Definitely. Next year, just gonna exercise a bit more before coming, but it was great fun. Yeah.
So it's my first time as well doing it. Thanks to Chef Priscilla and my friend Ash. So they invited me, they hyped me up to pull up and give it a try. I don't even know how to swim, but I went through all the challenge, so I had to push myself. Almost drowned, almost about to die in the water, but you know, I lift myself up and there came some people helping me, but the key was like to give your best. I really gave my best and I give it a try. It's just to give, we live once in a while, you know? We gotta give it a try.
What does it take to finish a warrior?
It takes guts, it takes determination, and it takes a whole team to help each other.
Devonbosch is a harmonious blend of luxury living, unlimited adventure, business opportunity, and sustainable innovation, set within the heart of South Africa's picturesque Cape Winelands. More than just a village, it's a community, a smart city, an attraction, and an African first. A development based on the idea of destination living, where the possibilities are unlimited, the opportunities are unrivaled, and the experience is undeniable.
Yeah, I mean, last year we had our first event here and weather didn't play along. I think this year there were some challenges with the wind as well, but I mean, to see the numbers, the energy, the amount of people, and I think in a way, Warrior almost echoes what Devonbosch is trying to do. It's all about the multiplier. It's all about that day out at Devonbosch. We're not an ordinary establishment, we're not just an estate, we're actually a development, we are an urban city, a new urban city. And for that we require community, and today we saw the community coming out.
2 Virgin Active Warrior events done and 2 more to go means the series is at its halfway mark. Visit warrior.co.za to find out where the 3rd Virgin Active Warrior will be hosted in KwaZulu-Natal on Saturday, 13 July 2024.
Virgin Active Warrior number 2 did not disappoint. This is Devonbosch, and this was a amazing, amazing race. This is what Virgin Active Warrior is about. Thank you so much to all of the participants, spectators, vendors, sponsors. We love you. And because you were so good to us, we're going to be good to you again. Coming to Durban, 13th July. Look out for Virgin Active Warrior number 3. I'm Warrior Rick, and I'm out. Be brave!